Michael Bennett in on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
3 buds. Alert 3.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. And that's incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Here we go. 44. We're going to 54. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 44. Hey,
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
'em.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. 120.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Woo! Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Ready.
Watch my board. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Switch. Watch.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
All day, every day, any day.
Man 5-7.
Target.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come to my world.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. This is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's a gain of 28 yards. Complete to Alshon Jeffrey.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big game, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott running right. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
74.
Wentz will try again on second down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
59.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get some penetration here. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Not today, you won't. Not today. Done. Mike 55. We're done.
Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Wentz. And he's going to be brought down. Back back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
40, 82, 40.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That's complete to Cobb. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got one. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. He's crashing. He's checking.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today. Great 15. Great 15.
55. Check. 55. Mike.
Listen.
Pull it together.
Run.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right?
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 16, Prescott. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Switch. Hey, 6-6, pull it high.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Kill. Tighten up. Jam.
Hey, empty.
Sponge. No.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Slam. Check 31. Wide, get wide. Check safety.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Go. 280.
50 to Mike. 50.
Okay, 57. 61. Matchbox lights.
25. Check 25. Check.
What's this done? Done.
Wentz the handoff to Ajayi. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
What's this done?
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Ricky.
What's this done?
From the 35 on second down, Wentz, it's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This run defense has been pretty stout all game. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Back to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
There we go. Wide in. There we go. Going to 54. Wide in.
Got to do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Check 4. Check 4. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The first down carry by Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cowboys, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit